So the special news edition of my videos is news from my life and news from around the world. Alright, we'll start with news from my life. The news from my life is really, I don't know, on YouTube. They've got these people, the purple people. They made an unfunny video because of them ranting about how suckish my videos are, and they're just too pussy to show their face because they use a robot talking simulator, and it's really, really gay. And yes, I am right now. Yeah, alright, done. Yeah, and they use like a robot talking simulator because they're too wussy to show their face, because they know I would hunt them down and beat them to death. Well, not to death, but beat them till they're incapable of moving, and then drown them in a slim fast shake. Yes, you heard it first here. Slim fast shakes are dangerous. Alright. And then in other news from my life, as some of you know, I'm only in 8th grade, and apparently I guess I'm going to homecoming. I have no clue how the hell that works. I'm not even in high school, and I'm going to go to high school but no, it's not the high school that I'm going to go to. It's a different high school that I'm going to homecoming with. People. It's frickin' weird. And, alright, time for news around the world. News around the world, probably everyone has heard about this. Some guy on a Greyhound bus jumped up with a knife and started stabbing this guy in the neck, and no one did shit about it because they're scared. And, you know, you're sitting there watching this video, and you're like, well, I would have done something. No, you would not. Hell no, you would not. You would not. You would be sitting there, like, right about to do something, and you'd think of all the people that love you, and then you'd be like, what happens if I die? Just the thought of them at your funeral just makes you cry. You're like, so you're sitting there on the bus crying, and then that one stranger that everyone claims to be Jesus, he walks up. He walks up and he gives you a hug on the bus, and then you're like, yeah, I feel better now. I feel comforted because God just gave me a hug. Get your God herpes. Yes, 22s. Or yeah, and he got stabbed. The guy, he started stabbing him. Like, I mean, if you saw this, would you just be scared, like, and he stabbed him enough times that the guy that's getting stabbed, his neck was physically incapable, and his head fell off, and the guy, the scary ass fucker, he's walking around with a head, and apparently this didn't strike anybody to jump up behind him and hit him with the glass of vodka that you were drinking because you're running away from your house because you're a pretty steady drinker. Yeah, no one did that. They're just sitting there like, this is scary. So, new session. The dumbass of the day is everyone involved except for the guy getting stabbed, because you can't really do anything when you're in that position and there's a knife going in and out of your neck. Everyone in that situation, because they're just being homos and dumb, because they're like, oh, I could die. Well, this other guy just died right in front of you. And you're just going to sit there like, oh, geez, well, you know, I could die because this guy has a knife and, you know, this potentially lethal bottle of vodka and all of these matches that I have in my pocket. You know, I couldn't, like, light him on fire and then beat the shit out of him with the, you know, my broken vodka, just like, yeah, you can't. People are dumb folks. Alright, that's all I got for today. And you've just been jacked up.